In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, good morning, everybody. There's the Toledo camera, and it looks a little bumpy. Not too bad out there today, but the winds have picked up a little bit, getting gusts on the order of 10 to 15 miles per hour. So that's what we're looking at there. Looks like a pretty calm and tranquil few days, but it does look like some rain is going to come into the forecast, probably most likely around the weekend, but it's going to be scattered, not a weekend ruiner. Looking west out of Alexandria right now, clear skies here. Had some clouds out there on Toledo, not here in town just yet, but I think we'll see a few fair weather clouds pop up. Can't rule out a shower today. We'll keep a 10%er in there, but the heavier stuff's out west and to the north as well. Showers and storms raging up there across Missouri and out in the hill country of Texas. Maybe they're not raging. Maybe they're just raining like normal. Upper 70s, low 80s statewide right now. 79. Dew point is around 70, so it's pretty humid. It's not that otherworldly humidity we get here when we get dew points close to 80, but a little uncomfortable out there if humidity's not your thing. Wind gusts today about 10 to 20 miles per hour. This is not sustained. This will be your wind gusts. If you're fishing on the beach, you feel this. If you're walking around town, this is not a big deal. Stronger winds out across Texas as that system kind of holds back that way. And then it looks like what we have coming here by the weekend is going to be kind of a slow-moving, cut-off kind of weak feature that's just going to do enough to generate some scattered storms and then possibly some more widespread action early next week. Near 90 degrees today. Very typical kind of early summer stuff. And again, I note this all the time. I'm talking meteorological or Louisiana summer even. Sometimes I'll mention it in May. It's not quite summer officially just yet, but yeah, it's June in Louisiana, so you're there. So we have a slight risk for severe storms from the Quad Cities down through about Abilene, Texas. This is going to be to our northwest. This is going to stay away from us for today. And I think that's going to be the case for the next few days. No real severe risk here. And looking at the HRRR model, maybe we see an isolated shower or maybe even a thunderstorm pop up. Mainly western parts of the area, but nothing too intense. What I do think is going to happen here on the GFS is we have a few days where, yeah, you see some green plopping around there. We may get an isolated thunderstorm. Nothing off the charts, but then as we get into the weekend, and especially toward Monday, that's when I think showers and thunderstorms are going to become more widespread, and timing's going to be tough. Could be any time of the day with upper level support in June, and that looks like it's going to last for a few days. So I think we could see some decently heavy rain out of that event, though again, like we saw last week for Monday and Tuesday, it wasn't like it rained all the time. It's a few hours and then it's gone. So we'll keep an eye on that as it gets closer. We're also watching the tropics for the next like 4 months, but here we don't have anything going on there. And no, I typically stop around like October 30th, I think is pretty safe for us around here. So tropical interest areas, we have this one out off the Carolina coast, 10% chance of development. It's going to rain out that way, but I don't see a likely developing system. Still don't see anything likely out of the Gulf. In fact, the GFS keeps delaying it, which is what it does, and that makes sense. Again, we knew that was a false alarm, or it seemed like that was a false alarm. Eventually, it's not going to be. It's gonna eventually be that squirrel that finds the nut, but at this point, I don't think it's going to happen early on. Maybe as we get later into the month, we have a little better chance. But for now, we're looking at rain totals increasing. This is because we're capturing the Monday rainfall now. So it looks like about 1 to 2 inches of rain from the weekend into early next week, and we'll fine tune that as we get a little bit closer. But here are those 7-day forecast rain chances coming up through the next 7 days here, 30, 40, 50 over the weekend there, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So if you do have plans this weekend, just plan on the potential for some storms out there. And that upper level feature is going to be slowly exiting onto the north here, but it's going to trail a little front along the way, and it's going to leave us some higher rain chances. So I think next week it's going to be warm, it's going to be humid, and we're going to see above normal precipitation. So again, that's going to be capturing that first part of the week where we know we're pretty confident in that, and then we'll see how long that lasts. But that's far out. Just the general idea here is that we're going to get some rainfall, and it looks like some of that could be a little bit heavy. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I need a time. You know what? Here's the deal. This microphone thing, this is the one, this is on the list of things to fix. It's good. I just have like this mixer over here and I cannot get it all set, but we're doing that. All right, it's going to happen. I can't put a time on it because I have to get my friend over who knows this stuff better than me. All right, but I am going to get out of here for today. I hope you have a great Tuesday, and I will yell into this thing tomorrow, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.